Right now, Trump derangement syndrome is still present in Hollywood. I'm honestly surprised so many years after the height of 2016, 2017 TDS, it's still melting the brains of celebrities like Madonna. She just tweeted over the weekend a bizarre photo of herself staring into the distance. It looks like this has professional lighting, too.
Yeah.
She appears to be reading a religious text from the Kabbalah. And she captioned this photo saying, "I thought this country was built by Europeans escaping living under the rule of a king to establish a new world governed by the people. Currently, we have a president who calls himself our king. If this is a joke, I'm not laughing." Sorry, I'm laughing. It's supposed to be really serious and somber in tone. And she kind of wrote this in prose, the way that Jordan Peterson writes tweets. So in this photo, people took notice of the fact that she's reading the Zohar, and they identified exactly what verse is on the page. She has been a devotee of Kabbalism since at least the 2000s is when she publicly converted. And she obviously has made a lot of comments against the Catholic Church and makes that part of her brand as well. But for some reason, she felt that that was an important detail, an Easter egg to include in the composition of this shot. And nearly simultaneously, Alec Baldwin was spotted on the streets of New York City getting into a complete throwdown, knockdown, drag-out fight with not Trump himself, but a Trump impersonator. And I find that so offensive because Alec Baldwin is himself a Donald Trump impersonator, and a really good one at that. But he was offended by this man.
It'd be funny if that's what his complaint was. He's like, "Hey man, your impression is
right."
ass.
Like,
Mr. President, look, Alec, I will offer you a total pardon because I want to be friends, right? I want to be friends. I will give you a total pardon for murdering that woman if you kiss the ring.
I'm surprised this isn't Alex
Kiss
Stein.
the big beautiful ring. Come on,
Yeah,
Alec.
seriously.
Come on, look at Alec Baldwin, right? He did that impersonation of me. It was not too hot, not too good. But look, we're back in office. You lost. Kamala lost. She's somewhere getting intoxicated. Look at that suit.
She was actually
he's absolutely seething.
She was
right
actually
now.
at the NAACP Image Awards, which is where she was.
Unbelievable. Well, Alec, if you don't want that pardon for murdering that woman in cold blood, you can call it first degree, you can call it whatever you want, but it was not good. She's looking down on me right now, smiling, happy. Thank you for confronting the man who took me out, who killed me, and that's okay.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You realize, by the
Whoa.
way, no, look at me. I want you to look in the eye.
sure.
You know, you got a camera on me here?
The ring, no, it's the ring.
But you realize my kids live in this building, right? But I want you to know something.
We love the children. We're doing great deals for the children. Okay.
If there's a camera was here, I'd snap your fucking neck in half and break your fucking neck right there. So you know that, don't you?
Okay. All right, Alec Baldwin.
Great timing with that one. Thank you. I like my suitcase. Was there more after that, or he just threatened the guy?
Threatens the guy.
Okay, you know what? When someone is standing in front of you, basically accusing you of first-degree murder in cold blood, is the correct response to come up to them and threaten to murder them in cold blood? Like, does that make you look any better?
No.
It does.
But the thing is,
I mean, the guy should have just walked away. How does he doesn't he have security? Like, who would be responsible for protecting him from a wild lunatic on the street?
I mean,
like this?
doesn't it kind of it throws cold water on the idea that they think Alec Baldwin is dangerous, because they wouldn't have tried this if they thought he was dangerous. But it does seem like he just gets in people's faces. Like,
he does.
Let's be real. Like, Alec Baldwin lives the life. He gets to just he just gets to cause ruckus everywhere
shooting
he goes. People get shot and killed. Brawls.
I'm
fights.
telling you, I looked through like all of these Alec Baldwin headlines just earlier, and it was just one after the other from over the years. He gets into public fights with people.
There was the lady at the coffee
all
shop
the time.
There was the
him like kind of pushing her. I think in the video you can see that he was like getting a little bit physically intimidating. That was just late last year. Alec Baldwin, this is also from last year, gets into heated confrontation with anti-Israel protesters in New York City. He's in this video screaming at them. How did he even end up in a situation like that where he is, you know, up close and personal with the commoners, screaming in their faces? Also, this is from back in 2012. Alec Baldwin tussles with photographers. He goes off on a Twitter rant afterwards for basically attacking a paparazzi in the street.
And then there's the voicemail that he left his daughter when she was
the crazy voicemail. Notoriously, he has anger issues. And then this is from 2021 following the Rust shooting. They say from a parking lot brawl and homophobic slurs to battles with anger management, drinking, and drugs. How the movie set shooting tragedy is a latest dramatic episode to hit Alec Baldwin's turbulent career. It's not just his career, though. This man is mentally unstable and has shown people that.
I think what it is that when he comes home every night, he doesn't know what accent his wife is going to use, and it's driving him nuts.
What she needs to do in situations like this, she should come out of the apartment building and start defending him.
In a very, very unintelligible fake accent.
I think there were actually reporters outside of his house asking him questions about the Rust trial when that was still going on.
Yep.
And she came outside to scream at them and like defend her mans, which no hate there. I mean, he's your husband after all. But she's fearless and crazier than him. They're literally the meme.
Yep.
Like, she was his queen, and God help anyone who disrespects his queen.
I imagine that for a guy, he's kind of indicative of Hollywood of old, right? He's kind of like in the age where Charlie Sheen just tucks his tail between his legs and says, "Yes, my daughter can do OnlyFans." We've at least got Alec Baldwin out here acting crazy.
Yeah, I guess that he just has license to behave however he wants, and he knows that he's not going to face consequences for it.
You know what he's sad about is that he knows that would have been a great SNL skit, but they can't do it on SNL because they're pussies.
Well, he's also not willing to be the butt of the joke anymore.
Exactly.
So
well, I'm saying, like, you know, if he wouldn't be allowed to be in the skit, and he wouldn't allow it.
I feel like, you know, we could kind of house all of these people in a special TDS asylum, where like some of the nonviolent offenders like Madonna would end up rocking back and forth in the corner.
Did you see this?
Alec Baldwin is in the padded cell.
The View is told to tone down the anti-Trump rhetoric.
Told by ABC.
Yeah, yep.
Wow.
ABC, which is owned by Disney. All right.
Vibe shift.
Oh, that's exactly
it's
what
the
it is.
vibe shift. What they could do instead of silencing the leftist opinions is actually invite a real conservative onto the panel to be one of the mainstays on the View. But they won't do it. They just simply won't do it.
You would need to split the panel so that it's equal numbers on each side.
Right, but even when they have one holdout that's supposedly more right-wing than the rest of them, she ends up getting bullied into silence or completely changes her views because she's getting, you know, ganged up on every day. So then it's a wash. She's not even like I think Ana Navarro was the Trump aide that they put on the panel, and she ended up completely coming out as anti-Trump after all.
Because it's just easier to go along to get along.
Right.
Especially
and
when you're getting that Joy Reid money. Did you see that? She's like, because she's making millions upon millions of dollars, just like Rachel Maddow, and they canceled Joy Reid's new show.
Well, what do you?
She was going to get a new show. I'm saying, like, well, I mean, they were all making millions of dollars on these shows, but not expanding them. Yeah. Yep. Alec Baldwin is one of those guys where I'm like, bro, he doesn't need to work anymore. I mean,
they're doing the reality TV show
I know.
about his family. What was it called? Was it just called The Baldwins?
Yeah, I don't know what it was called. 7 kids and his wife, right?
Is Haley gonna be in it?
Maybe.
Probably not.
No, like,
probably not.
It'd actually be really funny if there was like a side quests with her and Justin.
No, where he like goes to have bro time with Justin, and Justin is just like, I'm really uncomfortable right now, and I don't like you. I don't want to hang out.
Maybe
with
it's maybe he's the one who taught Justin how to fight. Because Justin, if you guys didn't see, Justin Bieber got into a fight at like a charity hockey game the other day.
Something very pugnacious in this family.
Yep, I like it. I like it. But Alec Baldwin, you know what?
Well, what would you do in this situation?
See, but and the thing is, like, if he had just been making like regular jokes, I imagine that it's very easy to just keep going and walk. Mm-hmm. But when you bring up the murder of another human being, you know, I expected this exact response.
The alleged murder.
Yeah.
Right.
The alleged murder of another human being.
Well, I mean, it's bizarre.
Like
because
Josie responded, he is so mad. I'm like, well, yeah. He's literally
getting accused of
yelling
murder.
at him, and and remember, this guy's not just talking quietly. He's yelling to an entire street of people that this dude is a murderer, even if you are.
What is the proper response in this situation? It's probably still to just ignore, because you know you're getting recorded anyway, and you don't want to give the guy trying to get content what he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like probably, if you don't say anything back, he's not even going to post the video.
It's like when people do that. It's like when people leave you mean comments online, and what they want is a response. Doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. They just want you to respond.
See, that's what Alec Baldwin should have done. He should have turned to the Donald Trump impersonator and said to him, look, I just really want you to like me. Yeah. Like, I really want you to think I'm a good person.
That would have been good.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.